why don't you come and make a boba cake with me? We're actually gonna make two different types. So I wanna make one that's more realistic, like this one, and there's actually cake inside. And then this one we're gonna decorate together. This one's gonna be a little bit more cutesy looking. So it's actually gonna be my husband's birthday on Thursday. So I wanna make him something special. He is a boba fanatic. So I thought it would be really special to make it for him instead of going out and buying a cake, because then he knows it's from me. Let me show you the tools that I used to make this first realistic boba cake. So I used these candy melts in the different colors. So this is the lighter one for this shade. And then this one was kind of for the, when you get these boba drinks, they often have this brown sugar swirl. And then I used the black one for the black sugar boba. And I also made some little fondant circles on the outside with fondant in black. So what I did, I found out how to do this from another great YouTube channel called How to Cake That. I actually took a cup from my husband's favorite tea place and I actually cut down the side of it, and then I poured the chocolate and dumped out the excess, and then I let it chill in the fridge until it firmed up, and then you can just literally pull it out, and that's how I got this cup. These are actually edible images that I printed, and then I'll show you how to fill the inside, and then the top is a buttercream swirl, and I made that with Swiss meringue buttercream, and my bag is fitted with a 1M tip. And then I just put a real boba tea straw at the top. For our other cake, I have a bunch of black circles that are cut out. These are actually gonna be our boba. I made a cute little smile that we're gonna put at the front, and I also did another Crave tea. I might put that on the back just for a reference for his favorite tea place. I have another boba straw, but I actually cut it in half so it's just not so big. And then this is gonna be for the top of the cake. This is kind of represent the cup of the boba tea. And then this is gonna be the side. I actually covered these just because I don't want the fondant to dry out. I still need it to be flexible to go around the cake. And the last thing is I'm gonna airbrush the side of the cake. Right now it's white, but I want it to look like it has the tea inside. Let's fill this boba cake with our chocolate cake. I cut out concentric circles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find my smallest circle. Since the cake is gonna be the smallest on the bottom, just gonna stick it in. Then I have some really yummy chocolate Swiss meringue buttercream. I'm gonna put that in between the layers. And you'll definitely want a piping bag for this job. It's the only way you'll really be able to get the buttercream inside. So I'm just alternating between the buttercream and the cake. And my last layer. I thought it would be fun to do a swirl of just the white icing. That way I thought it would look like whipped cream on the top of the drink. And then my final touch is I'm just gonna add the straw. Okay. This cake will be a sculpted cake. I wanna make it like the shape of this cup. And if you notice, the cup doesn't go straight up and down like a cake does. The cup actually is a little bit skinnier on the bottom, and then it kind of tapers up. So what I wanna do, this is actually gonna be the bottom of my cake. And I've cut this circle on the bottom smaller than the diameter of the bottom here right now. So what I want to do is I'm just using this circle as a guide. Just gonna take the cake off. But when I get close to the bottom of the cake, I actually want to leave the size that it is. I'm just gonna go all the way around. Now to get this size circle, I have these circle cutters, and this is the size I use. I just use something that's a little bit smaller than my 4-inch diameter for the cake. Now that I've trimmed off my cake to where I like it, this is gonna be my cake drum at the very bottom of the cake, so I actually wanna flip it because this is gonna be the bottom of the cake. So I'm just gonna kinda line it up about in the center. And then carefully flip it over. And if it's not perfectly in the center, I can always adjust it here. And I'm just gonna take this off, and I'm gonna frost the cake. I'm gonna start the cake with my airbrush. I actually put some parchment down on the bottom just to protect my cake board, so I'm not gonna spray any of the airbrush color onto the cake board. When you use an airbrush, I pretty much only use it on the low setting. That way I feel like I have more control. So I'm gonna turn on the airbrush machine. It's gonna start on high, I'm gonna move it to low. I'm gonna start on the bottom of the cake. I want it to be more saturated from the bottom. And as I go up, I'm gonna do less and less. With that, I'm gonna find the side that I like the best. I think I'm maybe gonna go here. So the reason why I went darker and then medium and the lighter is I wanted to kind of look like tea where it's kind of creamy up top. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start adding my boba on the bottom. Notice the circles were kind of sliding around on me a little. So I'm actually just adding a little bit of the buttercream to the back of the circles just so they don't slide around as much. And I'm just going to continue the circles all the way around. I do have some more circles, but I just want to make sure that I have room for my face and the elements that I want to make sure and put on. So I'm just going to stick those on now. My cute little boba guy. And I think what I'm going to do is on the opposite side, I'm going to put the Crave Tea logo, just because I think my husband will really like that personal touch for his birthday. Okay. Then I'm just going to go around and see where else I might want to put a little boba. I think when you get a boba drink, most of the boba's on the bottom. I'm gonna try to concentrate more on there now. This is for the top. And I'm gonna put this black circle in this circle that I cut out on the top. And that's it for my boba cakes. Make sure you comment below to let me know which one is your favorite.